Hello बच्चों, how are you doing? I hope you all are fine. So let's start the topic latitudes and longitudes. And we have learning board. In this learning board, we are going to learn about latitudes and lines of latitudes, longitudes and meridians of longitudes, longitudes and time zones of the world, some important parallels of latitude, locating places on the globe, and local time and standard time. Are you people ready? Let's start. Watch a globe carefully. You will find two sets of imaginary lines drawn on it. जैसा कि आप ग्लोब की पिक्चर में, आप सामने दी गई पिक्चर में देख पा रहे हैं. One set of lines drawn as circles in between the two poles in an east-west direction, which is known as parallels of latitudes. The other set of line drawn as semicircles in north-south direction and joining the two poles is called meridians of longitude. The network of these two sets of lines is called grid. The intersection of a latitude and longitude gives the position of a place on the earth. With the help of these two sets of lines, we can determine the position of a place on the earth. तो ध्यान से देखिए इन दोनों डायग्राम्स को ग्लोब के जो आपको दिए गए हैं लेटीट्यूड एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड के. Did you know? क्या आप जानते हैं? The earth is slightly flattened at the north and the south poles and bulge in the middle. ये आपने पढ़ा भी हुआ है. And it moves around its axis, which is an imaginary line. Globe is a true model, miniature form of the earth. A needle is fixed through the globe in a titled manner. आप देखते हैं ना जिसमें globe फंसा होता है, ऊपर एक needle होती है. And two points on the globe through which the needle passes are two poles, North Pole and the South Pole. The globe can be moved around this needle from west to east just as the earth moves. तो जैसे धरती घूमती है वैसे ही इसको दो नीडल में फंसाया गया और ये भी घूम सकता है. Latitude and lines of latitudes. If you cut the globe into two equal halves horizontally, the imaginary line thus formed is called the equator. It divides the earth into two hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. They are both equal halves. By latitude, we mean the angular distance, of a place from the equator, and it is measured in degrees. Lines of latitude, also called parallels of latitudes, are drawn on globe and maps, joining all places having the same latitude. Each hemisphere is divided into 90 degrees. Remember, 90-degree north latitudes represent the North Pole, while the 90-degree south latitude represents the South Pole. These 90-degree latitudes are not lines or circles as other latitudes. They are represented by a single point each. All the lines of latitudes are drawn as circles and there are 180 latitudes in all. To avoid any confusion, each latitude is marked as N, okay, north. In the northern hemisphere और जो south में है, it is marked as S, okay, in the southern hemisphere. तो दोनों के लिए मार्किंग भी N और S है. Some important parallels of latitude. Equator is also known as the 0-degree latitude and it is the most important parallel of latitude as it divides the earth into two equal parts and it is drawn in the middle of the earth, halfway between the two poles. It represents the greatest circle on the earth. All the lines of latitudes are measured from the line only. Besides the equator, yani 0-degree, the North Pole 90-degree N and the South Pole 90-degree south. There are four important parallels of latitudes. One is Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree, which is in the north, in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn, which is 23.5 degree south, okay, in the southern hemisphere. Then third one is Arctic Circle at 66.5 north of the equator. And fourth one is Antarctic Circle at the 66.5 degrees south of the equator. राइट, लेट्स प्रोसीड फर्दर. आप ये इंपॉर्टेंट लैटिट्यूड्स एंड हीट जोन्स का डायग्राम देख सकते हैं. Heat zones of the earth, the rays of the sun fall vertically on the equator. Therefore, equatorial regions experience high temperature throughout the year. As we move away from the equator towards the poles, the sun rays become slanting. Therefore, there is a general poleward decrease in temperature. तो उस टाइम पे टेम्परेचर घट जाता है. Accordingly, the following heat zones are found on the earth. Torrid zone है first आपका. This zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. The sun rays fall vertically on the Tropic of Cancer on 21st June, on the Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December, and on the equator on 21st March and 23rd September. This zone therefore experiences high temperature round the year. Number 2, temperate zone. This zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and between the Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. This zone never receives the vertical hemisphere. This zone never receives the vertical rays of the sun, and therefore it experiences moderate temperatures throughout the year. Frigid zone. This zone lies between the Arctic Circle and the North Pole in the northern hemisphere, and between the Antarctic Circle and the South Pole in the southern hemisphere. This zone receives very slanting sun rays, and therefore temperatures remain very low here throughout the year. In fact, this zone remains snow bound for most part of the year, hence called the frigid zone. Let's do it, bachcho, with the help of an atlas. Write down the names of the countries which the following pass through equator, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Longitudes and meridians of longitudes. By longitude we mean the angular distance of a place east or west of a fixed meridian, which is known as prime meridian. Please underline kare. Prime meridian is considered as the 0-degree longitude. It divides the earth into two hemispheres. Number 1 है आपका the eastern hemisphere, and another one is the western hemisphere. All the meridians are drawn as semicircles joining the two poles. Unlike the parallels of latitudes, the meridians of longitudes are equal in length, but they are not parallel to each other. So distance between two meridians decreases polewards. And now we can see this diagram. All the meridians are drawn at an interval of 1 degree on both sides of the prime meridian. Thus, there are 180-degree meridians in each hemisphere. To avoid any confusion, each meridian is marked as E East or W West. Remember, the 180-degree longitude in each hemisphere coinciding with each other is neither east nor west. This longitude with slight modifications is also called the international date line. Locating places on the globe, the network of parallels and meridians on the surface of the globe is known as Earth's grid. We can locate any place on the surface of the earth with the help of this grid. To find out the exact location of a place on the earth, we should know its position in the north-south direction, which is latitude, and in the west-east direction, which is longitude. Thus, Mumbai is on 18°55 north latitude and 72°54 east longitude. The point where they intersect is the exact location of Mumbai. Longitude and time. Longitude help us to know the local time of a place. जो वहाँ का जो place का local time है उसको जानने में हमारी मदद करता है. And since the earth rotates on its axis once in a 24 hours, each longitude faces the sun turn by turn. Right? So, we know that there are 360 longitudes in all, and it means that each longitude takes 4 minutes to face the sun. In other words, there is a difference of 4 minutes between each longitude. If we know the meridian of longitude of two places, we can easily find out the difference in their local टाइम्स, तो हमें आसानी से पता लगा सकते हैं उनके लोकल टाइम का डिफरेंस। लोकल टाइम एंड स्टैंडर्ड टाइम, व्हेन द सन रीचेज द हाईएस्ट पॉइंट इन द स्काई, जब हाईएस्ट अपने हाइट पे पहुंच जाता है, अ प्लेस इज सेड टू हैव 12 नून, जब एकदम सन हमारे बिल्कुल सर पर होता है, ओके, नून टाइम होता है ये। वॉचेस सेट अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस टाइम डिनोट द लोकल टाइम ऑफ अ प्लेस सिचुएटेड ऑन द सेम मेरिडियन रिकॉर्ड द सेम लोकल टाइम। द लोकल टाइम ऑफ डिफरेंट प्लेसेस इज डिफरेंट, it creates lot of inconvenience for a country. While preparing a railway timetable, countries like India having a great longitudinal extent are bound to face the difficulty of various local times, and in India we notice a difference of 2 hours between the local times of Arunachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Therefore, it is necessary to adopt a uniform local time known as standard time for the whole country. In India, the local time of 82.5 degree east passing through Allahabad is taken as the standard time of the country. इसे स्टैंडर्ड टाइम मान लिया गया है. इट इज़ ऑल्सो नोन एज द इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम यानी IST. द इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम इज 5 hours 30 minutes ahead of Greenwich Mean Time GMT, that is the local time of Greenwich. Now if it is 8 AM at Greenwich, the Indian Standard Time will be 1:30 PM yani 8 plus 5:30, right? Okay, so you can see this Indian Standard Meridian, and we have thinking short. What would have happened if there had been no concept of standard time? क्या होगा? Think about time zones of the world. A time zone is a north-south section of the earth is which also all clock shows the same time. The subject of the world standard time was discussed at the International Meridian Conference held in the Washington in 1884. Consequently, the world was divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. Big countries like Russia, Canada and the USA having large longitudinal extent have adopted more than one standard time. For example, Russia has as many as 11 standard times while the USA has 5. Did you know? क्या आप जानते हैं इस बारे में? The international date line is the line where one calendar day ends and another begins. While traveling west to east, one loses a day on crossing this line and gains a day while traveling east to west. The international date line is not a straight line. In order to avoid land masses which would have divided in terms of time and add to the complexity of time zones, it has been slightly modified. Consult an atlas and notice the places where it has been modified. ओके आप ये सारे देख सकते हैं टाइम जोन्स ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. ओके यू कैन सी दिस एंड नाउ यू हैव सम एक्सरसाइजेस टू डू. सो द फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज इज टू टिक द करेक्ट आंसर. तो आपकी जो इन्फॉर्मेशन आपने कलेक्ट किया अपने चैप्टर पे उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप देखिए कौन सी स्टेटमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग आपको ऑप्शन सही लगती है. फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स, ब्लैंक्स को फिल करिए विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन गिवन इन चैप्टर. राइट ट्रू और फॉल्स. सो आपको मेंशन करना है गलत स्टेटमेंट को फॉल्स और सही स्टेटमेंट को ट्रू. आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चन ब्रीफली एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस इन डिटेल. सो आप क्या करेंगे, ब्रीफ में आप आंसर करते हुए 3-4 लाइंस मेंशन कर दीजिए एंड डिटेल में आंसर करने के लिए आपको एक्सप्लेनेशन उठाना पड़ेगा आपके चैप्टर से. राइट. स्किल्स एनरिचमेंट जोन, फन एक्टिविटी. कंसल्ट एन atlas and find out the latitude and longitudes of the following: New York, London, Tokyo and Sydney. Activity: make a model of the earth and show its axis: North Pole, South Pole, Equator, Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Out of the box बच्चों, a cricket match is being played between India and New Zealand at Wellington, located at 170 degree east. The match starts at 9 AM according to the local time of Wellington. At what time we can watch the live telecast of the match in India? अभी आपने देखा था कितने आवर्स का डिस्टेंस है, कैसे मेंटेन करते हैं, कैसे लोकल टाइम को देखते हैं. तो उसके अकॉर्डिंग आप बताइए कि कैसे और कब इंडिया में ये लाइव देखा जा सकता है. एंड हैव फन व्हाइल डूइंग दिस. एंजॉय.